Hello, cruise family. We're still in Ensenada, Mexico, and since I have a little bit of free time, I'm going to tell you my experience about using the key. That's going to be this right here, the key. So you have the opportunity to purchase it before you set sail while you're booking your sailing, and the price ranges anywhere from about $20-something to about $35, depending on when you book it, what ship you book it for, and stuff like that. So what I'm going to tell you is my experience on using the key and how it went for us. So we flew from Houston to California. We had booked the key, so we had early boarding. I think our early boarding was I believe we had to be there at 10:30. So we were looking for a shuttle that would take us from LAX to Houston. I mean, not to Houston, to the port in Los Angeles. So we go inside the airport, they tell us to go to the second floor. We go up to the second floor, nobody knows what we're talking about. So then we go down to the main floor, which is the first floor. We finally find somebody who can help us, and what she's saying is that the shuttle from LAX to the port where the cruise ship terminal is about $35 per person, but they don't leave until 11:30, 12 o'clock. So for us, we didn't want to risk it because we already have early boarding. We didn't want to have to be missing of getting on the ship a little bit earlier than normal. So we caught a lift. The lift cost us $35. It was for both of us. We had a lot of luggage. They got us there probably about 15 minutes. We saw these huge lines for Carnival. I mean, they were like way out in the parking lot. I mean, we were assuming the worst. We're like, man, even though we have this key, we're probably still gonna have to wait in a long line. But luckily that was for Carnival. The Lyft driver passed to the port a little bit closer to where the Royal Caribbean side was. And once he got us to where we're gonna be dropped off, we saw a line. It wasn't so bad. So we said, okay, we're early. Let me just go tell him over the key. So we got our luggage, we go all the way over there. There's somebody in front of us. So we were next, and once we told them over the key, they said, oh no, you don't have to wait here. You need to go over here with the people who have the suites, the Pinnacle, and stuff like that. So it was maybe, they were right next door to where we were gonna board. So we go next door and they had water set up, tea set up, I guess tea or lemonade, stuff like that. It was more shade. They had these tents set up to make the boarding a lot easier. So we were able to board. We were able to board first. So we waited about maybe 15 minutes or so. We waited in the line, and then they let us board first. We had to show our passports, our COVID vaccinations and stuff like that. No, the negative test results. For the big passport, negative test results, and something else, for the shots, for our shot record or whatever, to show that we had the COVID shot. So we had to show all three of those. They escorted us onto the ship. Once we got to the ship, I think we went to deck 5. They had a gentleman standing there, or sitting there, and he had a big banner that said the key. So we go up to the banner where he's sitting, and basically he's taking your carry-on bag for you so that you can enjoy the ship a little bit better. So he fills out this tag. You can see it's got a spot where your name and address and everything goes. He puts it on the luggage, and what they do is they deliver it to your stateroom. So whatever stateroom you have, even if your room's not ready, by the time you get up there, your luggage, your carry-on bags are there, and then later on your luggage will most likely it'll be there. So we did that. We went to we have an onboard lunch by Chops. So we went to deck 3, had lunch. I chose a steak and stuff like that. Then after that, let me fast forward into the cruise a little bit so I don't talk you to death for this whole video. We set up the internet packages with the key. You get 2 surf and stream, I think 1 for each phone. So we set up the phones to where we have the internet package already on there. You have to swipe it. I have an iPhone, so I had to swipe it to be in airplane mode, and I had to join the network, put in my name, choose a password and stuff like that. And now the internet works on my phone, so I could send messages, I could read the news or whatever I need to do with the phone, get my emails and stuff like that. So that was also a part of the key. The next part after that, what did we do? So we ate, we walked around, we saw the ship set sail. I got some good video of the ship taking off. Then later on at night, there was a couple of shows. So with the key, you get priority seating. You get the best seats, in my opinion. So I forgot what show was playing, but let me just make it short. We went to go see the show. We told them we had the key. So they're like, okay, this is the seating area for the key. So you have a nicer area that's sectioned off where you have a really great view to watch the show. So on this particular ship, they had the showgirls, they had a comedian, they had, what else did they have? The ice skating. So for all those shows, you had priority seating. Okay, so that was another thing that was good about it. Besides that, for some of the events and some of the attractions that they do have on the ship, you also get special time for those attractions. So if you're bringing kids and you guys want to learn how to do the flow rider, if you want your own time on the flow rider, if you have the key, you have access to that where you have your own time slot for that. What else did it have that was really good? Let me read this list to you guys. Oh, you have, you know, I'm going to talk to you guys and tell you what I've been through. On a couple of other ships that I've been through, I guess every ship has its own rules. So this particular ship didn't want to give us free room service with the key. But on some of the other ships that I've been on, they've given us the free room service. So room service is free on all the ships. The difference is with the key, they waive the fee for the room service. So I think it's like a $7.95 fee, and normally they waive it if you have the key. So this ship didn't want to do it for us, but then they made an exception. So if you guys purchase it, you just have to check with the ship to see if they're going to still be waiving the fee for room service. So with room service, you can order drinks to the room, wings, sandwiches, quesadillas, whatever you want, you know, late night. You can order that, or even early morning, or even lunch if you just feel like having a burger and fries and you don't want to go and wait up in line or go to the Windjammer and stuff like that. Because I'm pretty much don't even use the Windjammer since we're using the main dining room and some of the specialty restaurants and stuff like that. It just feels better. It's where you're not overloaded with food, or you're not tempted to get too much, and then you have a better variety of food that's especially made basically just for you, because you're picking exactly what you want and stuff like that. So that was another perk. Okay, to get off the ship for disembarkation, with the key, they're going to send you some luggage tags that looks like the ones that I showed you earlier. They look like this, and what they do is you tag them the night before, and what they do is they'll pick up your luggage with everybody else's luggage, but your luggage doesn't go to the same spot. It goes to a different area in the terminal, and it's sectioned off, and they have people waiting for you with luggage carts to take your luggage to your car or your ride or wherever you're going and stuff like that. So you walk down pretty much hands-free. You get to the area where your luggage is, you pick up your luggage, the gentleman there with the luggage cart will load it up for you so you don't still have to carry anything. Then you go through customs, and you're out of the terminal. You're back to square one, so to speak, you know, no more cruising. But anyway, I would recommend the key. I got a lot of use out of it. It's pretty much almost the same price as getting an internet package, but you have just a lot of privileges that come in handy while you're on board to make your vacation a little bit easier. Well, I've said enough. I'm also gonna list all the benefits that come with it. I'll put it in the description so you guys can read through it and decide if it's good for you. For me, it was good because we flew in and we're flying out, so we need that extra, I guess, advantage to get off the ship a little bit earlier, and we love the advantage of getting on the ship from our flight a little bit earlier, so there's no stress, so we can really enjoy the vacation. But I highly recommend it. They also do offer a shuttle. They consider it an excursion, so we're going to be doing that, and let me tell you a little bit about that before I close. We're flying back to Houston from LAX, and so with the excursion, I believe it was $59. It's a shuttle that's going to take us to the airport, but before it takes us to the airport, it kind of takes us on a little tour of California. So we're going to go through the Walk of Fame, through Rodeo Drive and stuff like that, so we can get some pictures. We're going to be able to get out for a little bit and stuff like that, and then eventually it's going to drop us off at the airport with our luggage. So $59 for that, and that gets you back to LAX or to the airport if you have a later flight. Our flight's like at 3 o'clock. So I would recommend getting the key if you're thinking about it. Maybe this video might help you to make that decision. But before I let you guys go, here's my view again of Ensenada, Mexico. And please like and subscribe. Thank you.